Good evening, my wonderful people of Biafra, the lovers of freedom. I still remain your humble servant, Methuselah one name Melchizedek, coming out from the beautiful city of Vienna here in Austria. And why we here to also rekindle the affairs of Biafra restoration in order to remind the humanity you can hold the messenger, but the message is going on. This is the message of our leader, the leader of Indian people of Biafra, the man that foresee what is going to befall his people. And he started on time, continued shouting. But because of the daft, because of the stupidity, because of the mental slavery that have already been captured, our people, they refuse to hearken to the voice of that truth. They begin to see him as somebody who has mental problem. Why is he telling us that we'll be colonized? It is not possible. And now it's around the corner. And we are still on. We are just to have a one-on-one discussion on where things have gone wrong, on why there's a need for autopilot, what brought the issue of autopilot. If assume we can be convinced that autopilot was genuinely formed for the restoration of Biafra, we also want to know what they have achieved. Today, we are just only trying to let's just introduce yourself to the people because they may not know you. Just introduce yourself, please.
Okay. My name is Mazi Odinkeman Kendelem Wachineke, a bona fide active member of IPOB and also an active financial member as well, serving the indigenous people of Biafra through media, evangelist, and also in music. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You know why we are here today? We are not going to waste much time, because the killing going on in our place, and we want to hear from our people. I want us to use these few minutes. If I ask you, like you said, if I ask
I don't know,
question,
this thing is repeating itself. It's repeating itself. It's repeating itself.
Really? I don't know why. Is it still repeating itself? Let me off your own side. Let me see. It's repeating itself. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Is it still repeating itself? What we have today, we don't have much things to talk. I just want to know my questions to autopiloters, which you are one of them. The question we want to know, or the analogy of autopilot is that the DOS has failed, and that is what brought the emergency of autopilot. And the question I have for them since the beginning of this saga is, since DOS has failed, can you please tell us what have they achieved since then in order to bring our leader out and at the same time to make sure that we restore Biafra?
Before you talk about autopilot, we have to first of all go to the main ground, which is the DOS. DOS is the authority body of this struggle. You know what I'm saying now? Now, we have to touch on the issues. Why did the DOS fail? Now come to the IPOB, because you can't just leave a particular discussion, move to the next discussion.
But we know that autopilot, the reason why there's autopilot is because US has failed. Is it not what people said? You want us to discuss people that failed already?
Of course, we have to discuss it because the Nigeria today, as you see it today, Nigeria have failed. You know what I'm saying now?
Yes.
And what we are doing right now is to make sure that we keep on discussing on the issue of Nigeria.
Okay. It's okay. Now, can you tell me why you believe that US has failed? How do you know they have failed?
Okay. First of all, when our leader Mazen Kanu was kidnapped, the people who are supposed to be there for him to know his whereabouts up until he got in trouble with the Kenyan government. You know what I'm saying now? They cannot be able to give account that our leader is missing or our leader is in trouble. You know what I'm saying now? Now, and so many other things that have played now come to the autopilot. Now, going to the question which you asked, some of the achievements of the autopilot. Number one, the Hausas that have waken up today, it is because of autopilot, which I personally single-handedly did a consistently Hausa program in order to make sure that those ones who cannot be able to hear English, you know what I'm saying now, because our leader have been doing the expose, but we know in the northern Nigeria, a lot of them don't understand English. So I took it upon myself to do a constantly Hausa program, which I called it Hausawa Kuzo could join ESN. Middle Belt, Kuzo could join ESN. Not literally for them to come and join ESN, but for them in order to replicate or to mimic what IPOB is doing. That is why you see that today the northern Nigeria is boiling because of the work that I did. You know what I'm saying now? Number two, the protest that is going on right now, which to my own psychological thinking, that protest is not as supposed to be. It's not strong. After the DOS canceled the worldwide protest on the 18th of August, 2021, I am the person who makes sure that I begin to hammer on this question, asking them, why would they cancel sit at home all around the world? Only directed the Biafrans that anybody who wants to go to any protest in Biafra land or in any part of Africa or here in the Western world, that they should always make sure that their target is Kenya embassy. And you know, Morosha, we are here in the diaspora. Before we partake on any protest, we are working. We have to take permission from our bosses. You know what I'm saying now? And also, when you go to some cities, for example, here in Germany, there are cities that have Kenya embassy, they have British embassy, they have Nigerian embassy. And these people have took their time in order to make sure that their bosses give them time for them to partake in this demonstration. And those who have these embassies in all these states, they only can go to Kenya embassy. And I begin to ask questions, why? You know what I'm saying now? To also add up to that, in my unit, we have about 150 people in the WhatsApp group that each and every one of us are communicating. In this group, you will be seeing links pumping here and there. But when it comes to the time for a protest, you cannot see this huge number to participate in this protest, because I'm one of the people, any place here in Germany that is a protest, I make sure that I'm there to cover everything that is going on from the beginning to the end. People who are watching can testify to that. Those who are here in Germany. You know what I'm saying now? That is another thing, that the protest that is going on right now, it is the achievement of autopilot. Number two, if there is any letter bombardment right now as I'm speaking to you by the British Parliament, it is because of the expose that I did, because on the same date, 18th of August 2021, DOL discouraged Biafrans. You know what I'm saying now? They discouraged Biafrans all over the world for them not to bombard British Parliament with letters. You know what I'm saying now? If you can give me the audience in the future, I will play that particular voice when the DOS said that they are not going to partake in any letter bombardment. Would you give me that audience to play it?
You know, you think this is we didn't discuss such. I want us to stick. You know, you gave me time frame. You sent me something that.
Okay. We didn't discuss that. No problem. No problem. Now, number three, the effective of.
Are you telling us what you have achieved or what autopilot? Because why we are here is not.
I am telling you, I am a member of the Truthful People, and this autopilot was given by the DOS. So we accepted it. I'm a member of the people who stand on the truth.
So you mean now this thing you listed to me?
I am telling you what the autopilot have achieved.
Let me come in. You have already exhausted more than 3 minutes, like you stated.
I am still giving you the list, the achievements of the autopilot.
But to be honest, okay, play it. They say you should play it. Play it. Play it. Let us not run away from it. Play the voice. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Brother, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I don't know whether you are still hearing me. Can you hear me now? Because of you, have to remove this background to see whether it's disturbing. Can you hear me now? I said you should play the voice. Play the voice.
I'm playing the voice.
It's not coming out.
Oh my God. If you can hear me, by the time we finish the program, I will be posting all the evidences that I have. All the evidences. Can you hear me?
But who is attacking you, please? Who is
Can you hear me? If you can hear me, they don't want me to bring out the video. People can come to my platform. Come to Mazi Odinkeman Kendele Mwachineke. You are going to be seeing all the evidences. Can we move ahead on the achievement that Autopilot have achieved? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, brother. I can hear you.
They do not want me to bring out the evidence. People can come to Mazi Odinkeman Kendele Mwachineke for them to see the broadcast of the 18th of August 2021, which title is Question and Answer Session with Mazi Chinas Anworu. Can we move ahead?
It's okay. No, yes, we can move ahead. You know, I wanted us to go through it because you made mention of it and people requested for it, but it's okay. It's okay. Now, I don't want, like I told many of you,
let me move on. I still have points. I still have points.
Brother, I know the point you are telling me is what you have done personally. I'm not here to know what you have done. I have to know what the Autopilot collectively have done.
That is what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. I am part of the Autopilot. And whatever I do is a credit to Autopilot.
Wait. You are not are you a spokesperson of Autopilot?
Autopilot have no leader. So whatever we're doing individually, it's an Autopilot.
Let me ask you a question before you go forward. You mean?
Let me make my point. I still have some achievement. I still have achievements. That IPU, that the Autopilot IPUB have achieved.
Okay, I continue. Please.
Go on. The Autopilot brought of Professor Luke, but allegedly, I will say allegedly because I did not hear it. But the people who are listening right now can testify if it is true. DOS blocked Professor Lumumba not to take into the legal team of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Another point is the voluntary sit-at-home that is going on right now in Biafra land, piloted work. The people who believe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the people who believe restoration must be restored. These are the people who are voluntarily sitting at home. It is a work of Autopilot. Another one is the fundraising that is going on right now is being piloted by Autopilot. Another one is the Nigerian government getting it of the Autopilot. Another point is this: Autopilot are those exposing Nigerian politicians. Fulani want to use Soludo to be key to kill and suppress Biafra restoration, but Autopilot make it for him not to achieve that goal. You know what I'm saying now? Also, Autopilot fought against Islamic jihadists. Islamists these are the achievements. Now, if I want you to also make me 11 points, because I point right now. What have the achieved after Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped for the past 10 months.
You made every point you made now.
Can you hear me?
To 0. I'm sorry. Yes, I can hear you. I'm speaking. I don't know. I didn't know that you have. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Yeah, I don't think I can continue like this because it's not really, the voice is not flowing. You see, 11 point is equal to 0 point. Can you hear me now? The people sit at home. Yesterday, Buhari visited.
Yes, of course. It is not a work of piloters.
Aye. But your chairman, will I post what Simon Eba tweeted day before yesterday?
It's a work of DOS and also the work of autopiloters.
How?
The reason why autopilot come into that is because the autopiloters want Biafra to come. So whatever positive that the DOS said for Biafra restoration to come, they are going to support it. But you cannot see me coming out to discuss about you. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu recommended of people Mazen Nnamdi Kanu recommended, but that does not mean that if, for example, if you are doing something that it is not going along the line of the Biafra restoration.
To be truthful in whatever we are doing here, what I ask you, has working for the restoration of Biafra is an autopilot. You mean you cannot?
I said autopilot. It is not headed by anybody.
I know. Do you know? Okay. Do you know who is called Simon Eba in the first place? Do you know a man called Simon Eba?
Of course, I know Simon Eba. Just like I know Methuselah.
Is Simon Eba working from your own point of view? Is Simon Eba working for the restoration of Biafra?
I said I know who is Simon Eba, and also I know who is Methuselah.
I ask you, but I ask you, I'm happy you know him. God, thank you that our brother knows who is Simon Eba. From the little you know him and from his activities, do you think he's working for the restoration of Biafra?
I am not going to discuss individual issue. My focus is in Biafra restoration. Whatever the DOS are not doing it correct, I come out here in order to make sure that I advise them or remember them what they have said to Biafra that they are going to do. Also, in Nigerian government, whatever Nigerian government is not doing correct, you will now see me go back to Nigerian government in order to do the same thing. So my focus is on the authorities, the authority of IPOB and the authority of Nigerian government.
Wait, the autopilot you are answering, who brought it?
Who brought it?
Yes.
I am one of the people who brought it because I stand for the truth.
I will play it here for you now to see. It's not you. You have to be sincere, brother. Who brought this analogy?
Of course, I am sincere, my brother. Nanya Gamonti, my brother. I am one of the people who stand on the truth.
You say you stand on the truth. You must be sincere. If you don't want to, you say I don't know. Than telling me you don't want to talk about it. You see how we're going to get Biafra? We say we want to get Biafra in every truth and every honest. Whatever you ask me here, if I know it, I
have said that I don't discuss personal issues. I don't discuss individuals. It is not about I don't know. Have you ever seen me or the people who are watching us right now seeing me to be doing saga Or
why are you, no, wait,
I don't do that.
Why are you discussing about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Have you ever
I am discussing about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, he is the leader of this great movement, the indigenous people of Biafra. And the DOS are the body that is supposed to be there for him when he's not there. And then DOS are the authority.
You tell me you don't know. Now you can tell me who are DOS. You can tell me who is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Then who is Simon Ekpa?
Now let me give you another example. Simon Ekpa is one of the people Mazen Nnamdi Kanu recommended for people to go and watch.
Wait now.
I don't know about you, if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu recommended you, but I believe that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu recommended so many people. But
let us leave it aside. Let us leave it aside, brother. Let's leave it aside. I don't want us to begin to overflow issues on issues that are nothing. Simon Ekpa is a well-known person in the autopilot. He's the one that brought the analogy of autopilot. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, since I've been listening to his program, I've never heard autopilot in his mouth before. I have never in my life. I have his program ranging from 2012 till now. I have never heard autopilot from his mouth. So when you are talking about you are not autopilot, I'm wondering where you get the analogy. And had it been you said no, I will play you where the autopilot came from. But that's by the way. And now you talk about sit at home. You know why I begin to ask you about Simon Ekpa is because you said the sit at home that happened yesterday is also the function of you know the work of autopilot and at the same time DOS. And you remember that DOS, you people say they have failed. I don't know why you can associate yourself with something that failed. If it is me, I will not. Yesterday that sit at home, I want you people to know this. The people that are sitting at home are called Biafrans. They have conscience. Have nothing to do with whether you are forcing. They have conscience. They know what to do at the right time. They have been groomed. This sit at home is not today we have saying it. We have US has made that proclamation. Any day our leader is going to court, or any day Jubril is coming to Biafra land, all of us will sit at home, and they obeyed it. Nobody forced them. So when you begin to talk about the people that are sitting at home because of autopilot, you are now making as if our people are brainless. They don't have brain. You know, so we have taught our people what to do and what not to do, and I believe they are matured to carry out any instruction. Like what happened yesterday is what you are just it's just like you know, a very quick instruction, and they took it over without any complaint. You know, so and this issue of sitting at home, there's a lot of conspiracy, and I have it here, ranging from Simon Ekpa, which you are denying you don't know, and at the same time Nsema and who else again, Faith Ogala. I have their 3 audio here waiting for me, where they twisted what DOS said about election in Anambra State, because many of people today that are in autopilot today is as a result of misinformation, because they were lied that DOS said that they should go and vote. You know, they were completely lied, including Simon Ekpa. So they use that analogy to warn so many people's hearts, and people believe that our DOS don't want our leader to come out. That is by the way. I have to tell you this. I'm very sorry to tell you this. All the whole point you mentioned here, my brother, do you think that those points you mentioned will bring our leader out? These points now you mentioned, these are 11 points, ranging from speaking in Hausa, ranging from you know, writing letters, and having WhatsApp group that don't even protest physical. Do you think we can use this thing to bring Biafra?
Before I go into that point that you talked about, and after I answer that question, then I will ask you a question. I did not say I don't know Simon Ekpa on Sima or Faith or Gala or any other person.
Can we leave that?
But what I said that I don't
we have passed that stage. I want to
individual in this struggle. My focus is on the authority of IPOB, which is DOS, and the authority of the damnable Zoological Republic of Nigeria. Now, let me answer your question. You have already made your point. You have already made your point, my brother. You have already made your point. You have already made your point. Now, when you ask if these things that I just mentioned here, from number 1 to number 11, if these things are going to bring about Biafra and religious Muslim Namdekano, I will say that the people who are watching are the ones who are going to make this judgment. Now, my question to you is this. Why is it that all the saboteurs or the people that sabotage Muslim Namdekano come from the DOS? For example, Clifford Irania, he was a member of DOS. Imam Mezu, he was a member of DOS. Uchenna Asiebu is a member of DOS. Obido Bienu, he's a member of DOS. Uche Mofo, he's a member of DOS. Rita Eze, she was a member of DOS. George Onyibe was a member of DOS. Why is it that the people who are sabotaging Muslim they can always come from DOS?
No, let me answer you. We have a lot of people that are sabotaging, including you, that are sabotaging the effort of Mazen Namdekan and Biafra Restoration. So these few people you just mentioned because you know them. We have a lot of members. We are individuals. We are human beings. It doesn't matter whether they are in DOS or they are not in DOS. Why? What am I speaking? I'm not even here, like you said, to begin to talk about DOS in person. Even me, I don't even know them all. I can even know the 2 or 3 faces. That is why it gets me mad when I see people talking about DOS, because many of you don't even know them. Many of you have never even seen them before. You know, the woman that brought people into this mess is now fighting you people, which is Nelly Ofebu. Is the one that brought this propaganda of betraying or saboteur, who knows sabotage. It is from Nelly Ofebu. And today, many of you are not finding it easy, because I know you told me that I should not bring Idu person here, because I told you another Idu want to join us who believe in Idu. You instructed me not to bring him. Why? Because you don't believe in Idu. The woman that is bringing this, championing this autopilot or no autopilot fundraising, she's also, you know, in her own part, fighting for her own restoration, which she called Idu. And if something is wrong with that woman, in other words, something is wrong with autopiloters, because that woman is a chief architect of this autopilot we have today. Now, like I said, I cannot even, no matter how long we debate here or talk about this, it's not going to bring any everlasting solution. People are confused. People want to know the achievement of autopiloters. And now what you mention here is, you say you write a letter. This letter you are writing, what is the headline? What is the caption? When you want to address your letter, what is the letter-headed paper you people are using? Is it autopilot, letter-headed paper, or just IPOB? Because I want to know. I hear you say you write a letter. Which letter-headed paper, please?
My brother, you're making a mistake. You're making a mistake. One of the things that hold on, please, my brother. Hold on. You're making a mistake here. One of the things that I learned from Mazen Namdekano, he said that whenever you're coming to listen to Radio Biafra, always come with your pen and paper. If you don't come with your pen and paper, you're not going to learn anything. I said, if there is any letter bombardment resumed against the British Parliament by the DOS, that it is the effort of autopilot. So now, I did not say that autopiloters are writing letters. Now, let us go to what you talked about. You said that you cannot talk about the DOS. DOS are the authority of IPOB. They are the recognized authority of IPOB. There is no 2 ways about that. You know what I'm saying now? They are well known all over the world. That is why whatever the DOS says, if DOS get up right now and said that this is exactly what is going to happen, you will see people like me are going to support it.
Really?
You know what I'm saying now? Because personally, I believe in Biafra restoration and I want Biafra to be restored. But what I don't want is where the people who are working with Mazen Namdekan, the people I just mentioned, the people who have compromised and sabotaged Mazen Namdekan come from DOS. You know what I'm saying now? These are the authorities.
How?
And these are the people that I am looking upon.
How did they
These are the
sabotage
people
you?
that I believe that you are looking upon.
You are lying. You are lying again.
So these are the things I want to talk about.
How did they sabotage you?
You say that I don't believe in Idu. I did not say I did not believe in Idu.
Don't go Idu. Don't go
said,
Idu now. You are jumping from one place to another.
Hold on.
You are jumping on what
my
is
brother.
Idu now. I don't want to talk about Idu now. Please.
No problem. If I'm lying, no problem. Wait, if I'm lying, people are watching.
Relax, brother. Let me.
You made a point. I want to make that point clear.
No. Wait. Are you?
Hold on.
Do you think
there is
an
assumption that you made about Idu?
Yes.
Hold on, my brother. Hold on. There is an assumption that you made about Idu that I don't believe in Idu. I want to make that clear.
I'm not here for Idu. I'm not here for Idu, please. I'm not here for Idu.
Hold on.
Please.
You asked me a question, and I have my pen and paper. I am jotting every point. So every word that you say, I have to respond to that before we go to the next one.
I didn't ask any question about Idu.
You made a point. You made a point.
Okay, come.
No. Why did you bring that issue? I said, do not bring any other person or Idu into the discussion because I don't need distraction.
It's okay. Now continue.
You said that I said I don't believe in Idu. Now I want to make that point clear. Some time ago, last year, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was making a broadcast, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that people should go and make investigation about Igoromigoro and Yorubas. That maybe they have a connection with what we're doing. You know what I'm saying now? So let us just keep that one aside that I say to you. And I don't expect you, whatever I would discuss privately, for you to come out here to begin to broadcast it. You know what I'm saying that? Because I don't gossip. Thank you very much.
I don't want us to debate. Now, let me ask you, do you think autopilots are obeying the instruction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Can you hear me, brother?
Good question.
Do you think
autopilots are obeying the instruction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? I've already told you. Before you go to autopilot, now let me make this clear.
I asked a question. I asked a question.
I am one of the autopiloters.
Do you think autopilots are obeying the instruction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? It's a question, brother. I don't want us to debate.
You're saying that. And I was sacked. The autopiloter that you're seeing today, majority of them come from floor members who have been sacked because they are speaking the truth or they are asking questions. Like I told you when we were starting this program before, I said to you that you cannot talk about autopilot without talking about the authority, which is the DOS. That is what I said. Now, the question that you should be asking, the first order, one of the first orders that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave the DOS for Biafrans to obey this order. Did the DOS obey that order?
Which order?
Of course not.
Which order?
They did not obey that order.
Which order? Please tell us. Which order did
If I want to go forward,
tell us the order.
I want to just bring out 2 points. These 2 points that I want to bring out is this. Number one, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that money in the German account should be transferred to the Umwiri account. That money was not transferred by Nyanya. And what was the thing that the DO is supposed to do? Mavichike does him. He's supposed to do a justice to somebody who disobeyed our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are talking about command and control here. Did he do that? The second one that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that someone else should broadcast in Radio Biafra.
I thought
that order was obeyed.
This guy. I ask again.
When you now come to ask a question, if the autopiloters are obeying the instruction, it is because people like me are asking questions. You understand that? And when you ask questions, you will now see that the leadership are going to sack them. The true answer to that, the autopiloters are following their conscience because the leadership have failed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Okay, let us assume they have failed. Are you people obeying the instruction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? I just want to get yes or no.
Kanu said that he's just a floor member in one of the programs that he made, that the DOS know better than him. Another program, Kanu said that he is in charge of the legal team. And this same Kanu Takano was the person, one of the first person who know that our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. Now the question here is Kanu Takano protecting his brother from the DOS that makes him to take over the legal team, or is it the other way around? So we don't know what to believe anymore. That is why we are following our conscience.
I ask again. Are autopilot obeying the instruction of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Yes or no?
I have answered your question.
Yes,
we
or no?
don't know what to believe, so we are following our conscience.
That is to say, you are not believing on the instruction. You are not following the instruction of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That is it. If I understood you correctly, you are not following the instruction.
Now let me give you this assumption. Now let me give. Now let me give you this. Let me give you this. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. He was not arrested.
It's okay. We cannot.
Somebody who is being kidnapped will not give a freedom to speak. But somebody who is being arrested, they will give that person the freedom to have a communication with his families. In this case, IPOB. You are running away. You are running away. Because I have a lot of things that we have to discuss.
I have to clap for you. At least to come out. Among them, I have been asking them to come out to debate. I ask you a question, you cannot even answer me. Very simple.
Of course, you're running away. We have a lot of things to talk about.
Why you cannot answer simple question? You can't answer simple question. How do I control?
You don't need to clap for me. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said, do not thank me. Once Biafra is being restored, if Biafra is being restored, you can build a mansion to me, but right now do not thank me. You have said it so many times. So we are. Why can't you continue? Let the people judge.
Okay, now
Kanu Takano have taken over the legal team. I don't know if Kanu Takano is protecting his brother, because Kanu Takano was one of the people who know that our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, and he told the secretary to our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, do not tell anybody. So is Kanu Takano protecting his brother against DOS?
So you can talk about the other way around, but you cannot.
So in that case, whatever that comes in from that place, because
you are not arrested. No wonder they call you.
Somebody who is being arrested have a freedom, but somebody who is being kidnapped, that person don't have a freedom. So we are following our conscience.
Brother, hold on there. You want to talk about Kanu Takano? Why are you talking about Kanu?
Because Kanu Takano has a connection with the legal team.
So why you cannot call? So why you cannot talk about Simon Ekpa? Is he not a lawyer according to him? So Simon Ekpa don't have any link anymore. No, nothing whatsoever to the lawyers, or that? No, Simon Ekpa have never spoken with the lawyers before. You can talk about Kanu Takano.
Is Simon Ekpa, is he one of the leaders of IPOB?
Again. I can never go out from this question.
Am I one of the leaders of IPOB? The question is not.
Autopilot.
The question is no.
If you cannot answer this question, so, my brother, we cannot continue. Autopilot.
Kanu Takano, he is a brother to our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. No two words about it. He is now in charge of the legal team. And as long as that we know that Kanu Takano is the first person who knows that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, and he told what is her name? The secretary to our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, not to tell anybody.
Relax. I'm not here for story.
So we who are following our conscience, we don't know what to believe. Do not run away from this. Do not run away from this debate. Do not run away from this debate, because I have a lot of things here that we need to talk about.
You are just making noise. You are making noise. It's very appalling that you can come out here and you cannot answer my question. You want me and you to continue debating. If you ask me, our discussion was, you ask me, I answer. I ask you, you answer. I have asked you question, and I will not go away from this question. Are autopilot obeying the instruction of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Yes or no?
And I have answered your question. What else do you want? People are listening. Let the people. I have answered you in truth and honesty from my heart.
Oh yeah, listen. Listen.
Then I watch the people who are watching. Let them be the people to judge. Let us move to the next. Why are you sticking to this point?
Oh yeah, wait, because he didn't answer it. Listen.
We are under command. That means command and control, central control of everything that we do. If you know you are not disciplined to obey any orders, you leave us. I am making this statement with direct reference to the nonsense happening in Aba and elsewhere. In Aba, we have a coordinator in Aba. Everybody will be loyal to our coordinator until I come home. If you have any complaint, you keep it until I come. This was the reason why we lost all the...
Did you hear it? If you have any complaint, you keep it until I come. And I'm asking you, if autopilot, are they obeying the instruction? And you know why? You're running away from that question. You can't answer it because it's very hard for you to answer. And I've been asking this question for complete, almost getting to 20 minutes now. You want me to continue debating in this form? I can't, brother.
No,
you can talk about counter, but you cannot talk about Samaneba.
There is a point. There's a point. Of course, I can. Wait on my brother. Wait on my brother. Hold on. Hold on. Let the people debate. Let the people. Now, there is a point that our leader made. There is a point that our leader made here. He said that we are under oath.
Yes.
And personally, I have been denied twice not to take oath in IPOB by the national coordinator of Germany, Mazi Collins Chinedu. 2 times. I was denied oath 2 good times. The second one, personally, I sent them a message for them to give me appointment to come and take oath. They refused.
This one is their personal problem. Me, myself, I have also grudges, which I am keeping.
No.
Until Mazi.
The first one, our leader was there. The first one was in 2019.
Yes.
The first one was 2019 when they asked me to come and take oath before I joined the family. And when I came to, I'm a member of IPOB. No, you don't tell me that is a person, because this is our leader talked about oath.
Right, okay.
Our leader talked about oath. You understand?
I'm sorry.
In 2019, they denied me oath. They asked me that I should come to general meeting to take an oath. With wholeheartedly, I came. I was looking. I went to almost every executive. You understand? I went to every executive for them to give me that oath. Everybody's looking at me.
This is another thing.
The second one was on the 23rd of July when we are preparing to go to protest in Dusseldorf.
That means you are talking about that you have a problem.
I sent them a voice note that the oath that you don't want to give me at that time, I want you to give me that oath right now. They never replied. Why are you saying it's another thing? It's not another thing. Because we're talking about Biafra.
Because you said our leader was there. You said our leader was there. You bring
about Mazi Nnamdi the kind of voice here to talk. And he made mention about oath. If we are under oath and we have to obey every command and control, why did they deny me oath 2 times?
Brother, this is a complaint you have to lay later. It has nothing to do
with the first one, our leader was there. And the second one was on the 23rd of July 2021.
It's okay.
So the question now, why? Because you played the voice.
Allow me to speak. I've been speaking for how many hours now, how many minutes now, and
you played the voice about leader Mazi Nnamdi, and I brought about that point. Oh, yeah, this is not one of the things that we're here to talk about.
Okay, let me finish it to see whether you people are obeying his instruction.
370, lack of discipline. Lack of discipline. People must know me by now. I don't listen to gossip. I do not listen to gossip because people have gossiped about us so much, even about me. Had some of you listened to gossip, you wouldn't be here today. I don't listen to tittle tattle. I believe things to be resolved face to face. When I am in Biafra land, you can bring your gripe to me. Therefore, I am making it very, very clear this evening that Ikechukwu is our coordinator in Aba. He is in control while I am away. Every regard and respect you give to me, give it to him until I return. Every city detail reports to him. Chidebere Onwudiwe remains our overall Biafra land coordinator. Any command that he issues, anything Chidebere Onwudiwe says in terms of how the family is run in Biafra land, that is my decision also. Until I come in, you can bring the representation to me. Ikechukwu is my representative in Aba as our coordinator over there. He assumes overall control of what happens in Aba, and he reports to Chidebere. Chidebere in turn reports to me as part of the home office that we run back in Biafra land. Anybody who goes contrary to it will be removed and never to come back. Will be removed and never to come back. We don't entertain gossip. This is IPOB. Everything we discuss in the open. Whatever your problem may be, you hold on to it until we return, or you make appropriate representations to the right quarters. But for now, the status quo remains. Anything Ikechukwu says goes in Aba. Anything Chidebere says goes in Biafra land. As simple as ABC. We cannot afford ill discipline. We may not like each other sometimes because of the way one thing or the other has gone, but we must remain intact as one impregnable unit. So, we don't allow that nonsense to happen here. No matter what your gripe is, you respect authority. The same way that I expect people to respect the Directorate of State, the office of the COC, the continental reps, and also the national coordinators going down. I expect maximum loyalty. Maximum, not half and half. If you know you cannot offer it, you get out. This is command and control. And has a here, command and control. I have said it before, allow me to repeat. Ikechukwu is our overall coordinator in Abia State. Anything he says goes in Abia State for now. He reports to Chidebere. Chidebere reports to me. That is the way it works until I return back to that very holy land. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are direct, and the whole world is listening and paying attention. We must be disciplined for goodness sake. Absolute discipline. If you cannot handle it, you get out. Men fight under the command of men they don't like. But once the order is given, they carry it out. That is the level of discipline we need to attain. We are not in a sentimental jamboree where people dance according to their whims and the caprices of their particular personal emotion. No, we don't do that rubbish here. You remain resolute following simple order and simple command. As simple as that. This is Radio Biafra. We must therefore proceed without further hesitation to please.
So, brother, what you just hear now, I repeat my question so that we can continue. Are the autopilot are they obeying the instruction of Mazen Nandekan? Because me myself, I have grudges, but I have to hold it until the necessary time I will see him. I will make appropriate complaint to him. I have also my own grudges. But I'm not even obeying the DOS per se as people or group of people. I'm only obeying the instruction laid down by this organization. DOS are not one person. They are a group of more than 20-something people. So I cannot start fighting them because I'm obeying his instruction. If you want, I also play you a clip where he also said any account Madam Nayanya did not see, that account will close down. He said it. Any account Madam Nayanya did not see, that account, that he himself didn't trust that account. If you want, I play it. I have it here. I can't begin to look for it. I have it. It's in my hand. So I am only following the instruction laid down by these people. I don't know their plan. I'm only following them so that they will not give me excuse at the end of this race. Tell me it's because I didn't obey the instruction. That is why they didn't give me the.
At this point, hold on, my brother.
I'm coming.
On this point,
I'm coming, brother. I'm coming. I've never finished.
Hold on.
I'm coming. I've never finished. Because you made mention of account. Who made. I have it here, and I will play it for you to listen if you want. Ranging from ESN, intrusion of ESN structure. I so have it. He warned us seriously not to dabble into the structure of ESN. They have their own structure. But I'm surprised the autopiloters, which you are among them, they are coming online, mentioning the names of those people, creating their own. You see M branch. Today, they are nowhere to be found. I know why I want to mention about that, but you don't want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about it. Will you be glad to listen to, or have you heard that Mazen Namdekanu said any account, Madam Naya did not see that account will be closed down. Have you heard it before?
My brother.
No, it's a question.
Whatever Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said goes.
Yes.
There is no.
So, now you are talking. Then what is the problem having
that is the question. That is a question that I want to respond to. Whatever Mazen Nnamdi Kanu says, it goes 100%. There is no two ways about it. And when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not there, the DOS are supposed to do what? To carry the burden. Whatever Mazen Nnamdi Kanu says goes. There is no two ways about it. DOS are the people who are there to support Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not there. There's no two ways about it. That is a fact. Now, one of the two instructions that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu gave is this, that Madam Nyanya, whom you mentioned, that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said that whatever account that she approved goes. Now, the instruction that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu gave to that same woman to transfer this money into this particular account, but she disobeyed that particular order. What you are now telling the Afrans now, if I can analyze it in my own way, that Nyanya, she is greater than Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Is that what you're saying?
Were you there?
Are you also saying, are you also supporting people sabotaging Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, not just like the names that I mentioned, that have come from DOS who have sabotaged Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? And these are the officials.
It's a question. You yourself, what you are doing, you are sabotaging also Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. You yourself, you are sabotaging Mazen Nnamdi Kanu by not
Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said that whatever
so all these people you are mentioning, you are also
that we are doing, we do it in open. And one of the example is this: in 2018, when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu solved an issue in Munich, he did it openly. So he just said it in the program that you just played, that whatever we do it in open. So why are you asking me if I am there? Are you there? But the same man have said that whatever we do in open.
People that brought that message, relax, brother. The people that brought that message now you are carrying around.
Did I know you?
People don't up to today.
All of us got to know each other because of this struggle. So are you supporting people sabotaging Mazen Nnamdi Kanu?
Remove your earphone.
Or disobey Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? The people that you are defending.
Yes.
It is Janjaweed. They are attacking. I'm used to this. So please, you have to bear with me. Please, you have to bear with me. Please. Please, don't bear with me, please. Let us be managing this.
It's okay, brother.
Because they don't want us to have this program.
That message.
One thing I know about this, what we're doing, it is going to help in order to do what? To fasting and also make the leadership, the DOS, for them to wake up from their slumber. Which one of the words that you say in one of your programs that you love what is going on, it is going to help the DOS to wake up.
I ask you again, who brought that information? You said Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said Nanya should transfer the money. Who brought the information out? Brother,
the person that brought the information out,
I can't get you immediately.
Is Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, who gave it to the DOS.
Yes.
And DOS announced it.
Okay.
DOS are the authorities.
And you believe Barrister Ejiofor? But do you believe Barrister Ejiofor? I thought Barrister Ejiofor is also working with the Nigerian government, according to Autopilot. How come people believe in his message?
But then,
somebody who's
she did not carry out the information.
Do you think they will tell you?
I believe Barrister. Look at the question you're asking me.
Barrister Ejiofor, according to Autopilot.
Is Barrister Ejiofor not one of the authorities? I'm answering your question, but you are trying to, would I say, twist it? Or are you trying to say that Barrister Ejiofor is not recognized as one of the authorities of IPOB?
And because
he's a legal team, he is one of the people, the lead counsel that fighting for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to be released.
But Autopilot are calling him criminal.
Now, let me ask you a question from your word. One of the statements that you made, you said that the job of we media, that many of you don't know we media are always trying to bring out.
People can call him. I think let me put my number here so that people can call and ask questions.
And
brothers,
debunk every
let
lie.
us give them.
That these lies are deceiving many of you. Now,
okay, it's okay, brother. It's okay. I don't think we can get to the. Let's just hold on. Let us. People are calling.
This is not
hold on.
This is not the arrangement. Now, the question I want to ask you: are you now
I'm not
supporting
the
cancellation of the letter bombardment?
Somebody asking a question. Let us listen.
Or the cancellation of the protest?
Hello.
Yes, brother.
This very guy.
This is not the arrangement. No. This is not the arrangement. Our arrangement is to begin this program and end the program. If you want to continue your program,
we are hearing you.
don't finish the program and end it. This is our agreement.
The problem is that this guy did not post his this thing before you bring him to the platform. Of course, he did not even deserve it, because if you put people like people have mentally unstable person down on him.
Brother, how do you know?
All the question you ask him, he has never answered one. Not one. You are just you will ask him, they will be answering them.
My brother,
people
you have broken the protocol of our agreement. This is one of the problems that we are talking about. When you have an agreement with somebody,
it's okay, brother. Like how I wish I'm not enjoying his conversation because of the voice is coming slow. And I think I have to quit. Maybe anytime he wants me, he can bring me his own platform. I am not run away from anybody.
You are not taking advantage of your platform because it is your platform. You are not taking advantage of your platform
to make sure that I
bring in people.
I mean, I get the achievement so far, but up to today, it's still the same story. I've never gotten any achievement. What I've achieved to bring our leader out. Like I said, thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much.
What we are doing is very important.
You have to reschedule this program. I can come to your platform, no problem, brother. I'm not running away from conversation.
I have a lot of things to Nanya. Do not run away.
It's okay.
Do not run away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
My own is inside. Your own is in paper. My own is here. I don't have to study it. It's my lifetime. Later, I have to disengage you. Because the voice, I'm not enjoying it. I have to be honest. And those that are watching can testify. The voice is coming slower. If I talk now, it will take me like I'm almost.
It is not about. I better be a corner. Like it is where
Later, brother. Here, later. The voice, I'm not enjoying it.
But you are hearing me. You are responding to me. Now you are not enjoying it.
No, but it's coming slow. If I speak, you can't respond immediately.
And when you are having to hear my voice, when our leader Mazindam, they kind of say that Nigerian government is suppressing them. Haven't you heard that?
My brother, we will reschedule it.
Our leader is complaining. Is my own different. Is your own different.
Like that, I don't want to cut you off without.
It is also delaying for me to hear your voice. So, but because I have to do this, we have to manage it.
It's okay. We will talk next time. Thank you, brother.
Let us manage it and finish it,
Thank you, brother.
Let us finish it. Can I finish it?
No, we cannot. If you give us 1,000 years from the response, we cannot get to the end.
Let us manage it.
It's not working. Thank you, brother. Let's go to. Let me leave him.